The Australian Camel Corps, the Imperial Camel Corps. We've been asked to do videos about camels and the Camel Corps in the Middle East. And in 1914, when the light horse blokes went from Australia to the Middle East, they were fabulous horsemen, every one of them. And the idea of transferring from horses to camels was an abomination. None of them wanted to do it, but they were forced to do it. They'd had a taste of losing their horses because when they got to the Middle East, they were sent to Gallipoli without their horses. They had a taste for it. But one of the officers in the Australian Light Horse, he used to write under the pseudonym of Trooper Bluegum. I've done some of his poems earlier if you want to look them up. Very sad story about Trooper Bluegum, but we won't get sidetracked, always get sidetracked. Trooper Bluegum was a pseudonym used by an officer so that he could write letters to the newspapers and write poetry without getting caught. Trooper Bluegum. So Trooper Bluegum, the officer, gets transferred, one of the first to be transferred to the Imperial Camel Corps. And when he gets there, like all the other blokes, he's not happy, so he writes a poem. This is during the war, stationed with camels. You're an ugly, smellful creature. You're a blot upon the plain. I've seen Mohammed beat you, and it gave me little pain. You're spiteful and you're lazy. You'd send a white man crazy. But I reckon you're a daisy when the Turks come out again. Your head is most unsightly, and so your humpy back. I hear you roaring nightly when you're loading for the track. You're bow-legged and you're bandy, but in this desert sandy, it's well to have you handy. You're a mighty useful hack. You shake me something cruel when you try to do a trot. I've got to take my gruel, but you make it very hot. I've somehow got a notion that your Humpty Dumpty motion is worse than on the ocean. It's a nasty way you've got. It's a sun-scorched land, the East is, so we need you when we trek. My old Prad is a better beast, but he'd soon become a wreck. You thirst a week unblinking, and when I see you drinking, you always set me thinking, Lord, I wish I had your neck. Got to remember that poem's written in the 1914, 1918 era. It's written about a man who was transferred from his beloved horses, his pard, to the camels. He thinks they're ugly, they're spiteful, they're horrible to ride, they're uncomfortable, but they're good when the Turks come out to play, and they don't need much to drink. So there you go, one of Trooper Bluegum's many poems. Cheers.